And I sat up, and I remember saying, don't touch me again. And I mean it.
It was that same ghost that you saw earlier.
So, it didn't touch me again. I'm sensitive to stuff like that. It didn't touch me again. Didn't bother me again. Every now and again, I would feel like, when I was in this room, I would feel like there was someone or something
under the bed.
Not under the bed, but just watching me or whatever. I don't know why it chose to pull me or whatever. It didn't pull me in a malicious way. It just pulled me enough to wake me up. Again, I didn't feel threatened by it or anything.
Sure.
I didn't. So, recently, this is recently, I was watching this video by this psychic lady on YouTube. Her name is AUD.
Wait, she has psychic powers?
She's just sensitive to stuff.
Oh. I got iron you.
So, I was down here watching her in my living room on my computer by myself. Like Jaden was sleeping or whatever. Everyone was sleeping. And the lights were off. Only thing that was on was the glow from my computer. So I'm watching her, and the title of the video was like, R. Kelly's grandfather is his father, right? So it caught my eye because I'm up on the R. Kelly stuff. Shout out to Nick and Knight for keeping us up to date on what's going on with the R. Kelly situation. I follow your channel. Shout out to AUD. I follow her channel as well. And her stuff is really good.
Shout out to B-Love.
She's a little raw, but some people are like that or whatever. But I can appreciate it. Shout out to B-Love, because she follows me now. So I'm gonna soak up every bit of information that I can from her, because she is like the queen of mukbangs, and I respect her so much. So I'm looking at this lady do a reading on R. Kelly and the whole situation that he's going through. Well, not going through, but the whole situation concerning him. Because I don't know if he did it or not. And I'm not, I mean, he is a pervert a little bit, but I don't know the extent of what he did. Let me put it that way. So, but I know the lies are being told on both ends. His end and some of these girls' ends. So, I'm watching this lady do this reading on the R. Kelly situation. And she's talking about how R. Kelly's family was in the occult. Like, his mother's father was part of the occult community in Chicago. And it's not a secret. If you Google it, it'll come up. It's not a secret. So she was talking about how R. Kelly's mother's father was a devil worshiper, and he was part of the Freemasons, and they had like rituals and stuff. And I'm very familiar with the Freemasons, so I'm not going to elaborate on that, but I'm very familiar with that. So I'm listening, you know, I'm a believer and stuff like that. So, I mean, I believe in the Lord, but I also am up to date and up to speed on the occult and people who, you know, serve and worship other entities. So I'm listening because the stuff she's saying is familiar and real. So she has my undivided attention at this point. So she's talking about how when R. Kelly's mother was 12 years old, like R. Kelly's mother told her this. And his sister kind of confirmed it. So R. Kelly's mother, in the video, she said that R. Kelly's mother came to her and told her that when she was 12 years old, her father, in a ritual, began molesting her. Ritualistically, like in the room with other people or whatever. Sort of kind of like the stuff that R. Kelly is being accused of. So she described some things or whatever. And she was like, you ever wonder why you never see pictures of R. Kelly's dad and things like that? Because his dad is really his granddad, his mother's father. So, and the family is like really ashamed of it, and things happen, and that's where the whole situation where his and it also happened to his sister, R. Kelly's sister, and that's the whole situation where his sister was molesting him as well because she was molested. So I'm listening or whatever, and she's talking about how everything goes well until she gets to the point where she starts talking about the other visitors surrounding R. Kelly that came to visit her. So good. Now, I could watch stuff like this because I don't get spooked by this stuff easily. Like, because I'm used to it. It doesn't scare me. So, the video is perfectly fine until she gets to a point where she starts talking about R. Kelly and the abuse that he dishes out to these women. Not really the women, but the girls. Because the women, these women have their own free will. They're not in their trap. They can come and go as they please. I do believe that. So, she starts talking about how she was visited by a ghost of a baby. One of R. Kelly's babies. Actually, I think it was like his son or something. So, the mother is a girl that we haven't even been introduced to yet. She was underage at the time that the baby died. Or she still is underage. Something like that, she was saying. But the baby came to, the lady who was doing the reading or whatever. She described this basement or whatever. And she said that the basement of R. Kelly's house wasn't just a basement for sexual entertainment purposes only. It was also a basement for rituals as well. And a lot of the men and women who are part of R. Kelly's entourage are part of his, like, quote unquote cult. That's why they don't leave. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for watching my channel. This is part 2 of my my experience with ghosts or paranormal activity. So the part that I left off on was I do believe it was the lady who was doing the reading on R. Kelly. Okay. So this, what? You gonna show me your dragon? Well, come on. Okay. So after you work out the kinks, bring it on down. You can show it to the viewers. Okay. So the part that I left off on was I was watching this lady on YouTube do a reading on R. Kelly and the whole situation. Wow, look at that. 2 of them in that one as well. So what's up with all these twins going on here? Like, this never happens to me. And I do believe in signs and stuff. But I ain't having nobody's baby. Nope. Won't be doing that. I'm over here living my best life. Me and my beau. So anyway, she's doing a reading on R. Kelly. And she's talking about how the basement in R. Kelly's house is more than just a basement for entertainment. It's entertainment, yeah, but it's different, multiple facets of entertainment. So she said that this basement has like a lot of mirrors in the basement because R. Kelly likes mirrors. One, because he likes mirrors and he loves to watch himself perform. It's very hard for him to get aroused and stuff like that. So he really doesn't care about the pleasure of the woman. He's more pleasured by watching himself get pleasure. So anyway, she said there's a lot of rooms in this basement or whatever, and the walls have a lot of mirrors on the walls, and behind the mirrors are actual rooms, and the rooms have like cameras in them so that he can record, you know, these girls. Go ahead and show me your dragon, and then I want you to go upstairs because I'm talking about something. You could come up behind me on this side. Check out his dragon, guys. He built that with Legos. He is like the Lego master. That is so awesome. It's a dragon, right?
Yeah.
Show him the teeth. Look at the teeth, guys. That is so awesome. All right, go ahead.
His eyes are purple.
He always builds awesome stuff.
Like that time I built a behemoth.
I need you to go upstairs because I'm talking about something
Remember that time
inappropriate.
when I built a behemoth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm turning the TV on.
Upstairs. Mm-hmm. Just not loud. I don't want to be able to hear it down here. I'm not trying to get copyright infringements. Love you. So, that was good. Need my water. So, she's talking about how R. Kelly likes to watch himself. That's how he gets off. He watches himself get pleasure. And the pleasure isn't from the actual act. It's from the domination. So, we all kind of figure that out. So, the baby is telling this lady how he died. So, the baby is telling this lady that his mom is still in the house with R. Kelly, how nobody's been introduced to his mom, and how she's underage. So the baby said that he died because one day his mom was pregnant, and she was brought down to the basement to this room, to the room or whatever, and she was saying how she had interrupted herself, and she was talking about how R. Kelly isn't a guy who likes pleasuring other people. So he's the kind of guy who is very abusive and aggressive. So she said that, and this is her reading, not mine. So she said that he's the type of person who will be getting, pleasured orally. And he'll say something like, "Do you like that? Do you like the way daddy does that?" And the girl will say, "Yeah, I like that." And then he'll stop in the middle of it, go from 0 to 100 and be like, "What the F did you just say?" And start beating on her. And that's how he gets his pleasure. Beats on her. And that's what happened to the baby's mom. He asked her, "You like how daddy's doing that for you?" And she was like, "Yeah, daddy, I like that." And then he was like, "What the F did you just say?" And then he starts beating her and punching her and kicking her. And he actually stomped her in her head, her face, and her stomach. And she miscarried the baby. And that's how the baby died. So, as she's talking to the baby, because she was doing a reading with his mom. And the baby came in on a reading. So, she said that she was doing a reading. I mean, not a reading, but she was talking to the mom earlier that day in her house. But she could feel another entity in the room. And the entity was kind of evil. So, she said the entity was throughout her house all that day. So, she said, just watching her from corners and stuff. So she said finally she addressed the entity. She said she was a little nervous and she was a little afraid because if you don't handle yourself the right way with things like this, they would literally hurt you. So she said she came to the entity respectfully and she said, "Why are you here?" And the entity was like, "If you want to talk to her," no, she was like, "Why are you here?" And the entity was like, "Because you called me here." And she, what the hell was that? That's so weird. I'm not even going to address that. But anyway. So, whatever. So, the entity was like, I can't even think about what I was just saying. Wait a minute. Feeling a little lightheaded, guys. Just a little lightheaded. Let me get myself together real quick. I'm feeling something right now. So anyway. Wow. So the entity was like, she was like, "Why are you here?" And the entity was like, "Because you called me here." I'm not even hungry anymore. That's so weird. So she was like, "You called me here." I mean, the entity was like, she was like, "Why are you here?" And the entity was like, "Because you called me here." I'm so dizzy right now, guys. So lightheaded. And the entity was like, "Because you called me here." I'm gonna hurry up and get this out. before I end this video, because I really need to end this video. So she said, I didn't call for you. And she said the entity was like, yes, you did call for me, because if you want to talk to her, that means you want to talk to me. And I was like, whoa, what in the world? So, and if you aren't careful, like, they will hurt you. So she said that she continued to be like, I didn't call for you. I will never disrespect you. I don't know you. You know, I didn't call for you. So she said that's the last time she talked to his mom. His mom is dead, by the way. So as she's talking about this, at some point in her video, I had to turn it off because I felt like I wasn't in the room alone anymore. Like, it was just me and Jaden home. I was the only one awake. Jaden was sleeping. I was the only one in the room. The only light was from my computer. All lights were off. I felt like somebody was watching me. The air felt kind of thick. That's the only way I could like really describe it. Like, the air felt thick. Like I'm feeling right now. Like, it's feeling really thick right now. And I'm feeling lightheaded. I wasn't feeling lightheaded at that time, but right now I'm feeling a little lightheaded or whatever. And I'm feeling a little uneasy. And I'm really sensitive to stuff like this. So I'm not afraid or anything, but I just feel it. So I can't even collect my thoughts right now. But I'm really not hungry. I cannot finish this seafood bowl because, like, I'm not full. I could finish it. I'm not full, but I cannot eat it right now because, like, my stomach is, like, doing something weird right now or whatever. I'm used to this stuff, guys. So, yeah. Stuff be real. Trust me when I say that, stuff be real. So, at this moment, I'm gonna end this video right now. Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. I just gotta end it.